Hello, my name's Mary and I'm a physiotherapist at Mountbatten. I'm going to demonstrate some exercises to you that you can do laying down. The repetitions that I recommend are just a guide, so if you feel you could manage more or you need to do slightly less, tailor them to what works for you. It's important to hydrate during and after the exercises. If you feel unwell, if you get dizzy or nauseous or your pain is above that you normally experience, then stop. Take a break, and if you're concerned, ask for help. The first exercise is going to be for your ankles, gently moving your toes up and pointing them down, so the whole ankle moves. It's really important to keep your ankles moving, to keep the muscles at the back of your calf stretched out, and to keep the muscles at the front of your shin strong. Now we're going to work the knee and the hip. Gently sliding the heel up the bed to bend both the hip and knee, and then slowly returning back down. Slowly sliding the heel up the bed to bend the hip and knee, and then gently returning back down. Try to keep the toes and your knee pointing towards the ceiling and don't let them turn in. This exercise is really good for keeping your knee and hip moving and to strengthen the hip flexors, which are important for stepping. Once you've done about 8 on one leg, repeat on the other leg. Now we're going to work the hip flexors a bit harder. Keeping the knees straight and your toes pointed back towards you, lift the whole leg up off the bed. Just a small distance is fine. It doesn't need to lift far to work your muscles. Try to repeat about 8 times, or as many as feel comfortable for you. Then practice on the other leg. Working some other muscles around the hip, we're going to work on the hip abductors, taking the leg out to the side and bringing it back in. These muscles are important for standing up tall. Try to keep the knee and the toes pointing towards the ceiling as your leg moves out to the side and back in. Aim for about 8 repetitions on one leg, and then repeat on the other one. Move as far as feels comfortable for you. The next exercise, you need your feet on the bed, your hips and knees bent, and a small distance between your knees, so don't clamp them together. Resting your shoulders and your arms on the bed, slowly raise your hips and gently lower down. This is quite a challenging exercise, so even if you only manage to tense your hips, that's still good. We're going to work the arms now. So first exercise is for our biceps, bending the elbow. Slowly bend your elbows and then straighten them out. And if that feels too easy, you can use a small weight. Even just a water bottle filled with water will do. Try to do about 8 of those. Moving up to the shoulders, we're going to do a chest press for the muscles at the front of your shoulders and across the front of your chest. Going to reach your arms forwards, bring the hands together, and then bring them back. It's a bit like a rowing action. If you come all the way back, it will help stretch the muscles that can often get tight at the front of the shoulder too. You can add a small weight to make this a bit more challenging if you feel up to it. Working the shoulders again, but some different muscles that help us reach and lift. You're going to reach up towards the ceiling above your head and then bring them back down. If you can't reach all the way, just go as far as you feel comfortable. You can add a small weight to make it more challenging if you feel able to. That's all the exercises I'm going to demonstrate. So you've worked from your ankles, knees, hips, up to your shoulders. I hope you found those helpful. If you feel like you'd benefit from physiotherapy, would like any more advice or support, and need help with your function, movement or mobility, please don't hesitate to contact Mountbatten Coordination Centre. We'll be happy to help.